What's going on, guys? It's Tony from Mobile Paintball. Today I'm bringing you a very simple and easy solution to rebuild any of your Planet Eclipse markers. Alright guys, first off, head on over to lonewoolpaintball.com. Check out the online store. We have tons of great products available on there. A lot of new stuff, so check out the recents that we've added to the site. You're going to love it. And then head on over to the jerkyden.com for some of the best lean protein in the game. So today, guys, like I said, easy to fix and rebuild your guns as long as you have, Mark, the proper parts here. So this is recording on the screen right now. That's why I keep looking down. Planet Eclipse for the Apple devices have an O-ring finder. It's called Planet Eclipse O-ring finder. They can help you rebuild any of your guns. Let's kind of look through. Ego LV 1.6, CS2 Pro, a CS2, G04, a GTEC 170R, M170R, ETHA 2, EMEC, and the new EMF 100. So they've got a lot of their very popular guns listed on this app. And so on the screen, which Mark's going to throw up right now, you're going to see. Let's just click on the CS2 Pro because I have a CS2 Pro right in front of me. Click on the CS2 Pro. What you're going to see, an inline regulator, you're going to see a bolt, a solenoid, and then the POPs ASA. So reverting back to, I've got a GTEC 170R spare parts bag here. I got an ETHA 2 spare parts bag, and then a CS2 spare parts bag as well. Tons of parts. Over here, I've got an entire EMEC rebuildable kit with some Planet Eclipse grease. So let's hop in and say a lot of common issues. The bolt leaks on my CS2 Pro. First off, let's pull the bolt up and out. Now I can log into the app on the phone, which is the Planet Eclipse O-ring finder, as I already said. And we can take a look at it. It kind of helps you troubleshoot and give you O-ring sizes, which is the best part. Because right now, Mark, you ready for this? This is the CS2 spare parts bag rebuild kit. Look at how many O-rings are in this entire kit here, guys. Yeah, so if you're going to be a little confused, yeah, I would completely understand. Good thing about Planet Eclipse is, though, each bag is labeled. 012 NBR, 011. I mean, the list goes on. Each bag is labeled. So go to your app if you're having issues with your gun leaking, anything like that. Click on the gun that you're actually using. So bolt. Say, yeah, my bolt's leaking. So let's click on the bolt. And boom, easy breakdown of the entire thing. You got A, B, C, D, let's see, all the way through U. So A through U, you can scroll up or down and say, oh man, I think that O-ring looks bad. What size should I replace it with? Or, hey, I talked to a Planet Eclipse tech, which they're very good over Facebook. Join a couple of the groups. You can search them on Facebook. They will let you know. My gun's leaking down the barrel. It's leaking near the back. Hey, it's probably your can O-ring or your inner chamber O-ring. And you just scroll up and down, and it's got all the sizes. G is a 012. I is a 011.
Okay, so say the O-ring at the very end of the tip in the orange there on the...
Yeah.
That broke off. I don't even have it anymore.
Yep.
How would I know if that's an A, B, C, D, or E? Like, is there a graphic?
Right here, right now, on the screen, as you can see, if you're talking about this orange O-ring right, or this on the part of the orange can,
yep.
This front O-ring right there, right, Mark?
Yes.
So I am looking at, right on my diagram on the screen, which you guys can see, it's going to be the letter T. Scroll down to T, and that should tell you that is your can O-ring. It's a 020. So in my rebuild parts kit, oh, there we look right here, Mark. I have a 020 O-ring, and that's, like you said, if you don't have it or you need to know what size O-ring to buy or get from your local shop or us online, whatever, there you go.
Nice.
I honestly think the way they have this diagram laid out, once again, which is on the screen for you, it's excellent. It can literally just walks you through kind of the teching process without having to ship your gun in, pay the cost, and then pay for them to fix it. So
how much does it cost for this magic app?
I think the app's free. Yeah, it didn't cost me any money. So unfortunately, I don't think it's available on the Android stuff right now. But if you're an iPhone user, definitely available. I would highly recommend getting it for your phone. And like I said, here, you guys can see inline regulator. Every single breakdown on the screen, A through F, so there's not too many O-rings in there, but they break it down for you, and everything is included if you just buy a spare parts kit. Literally everything. You've got screws and ball detents and filters for down in the ASA, and just you name it, the kit's got it. It's pretty impressive. So even extra, Mark, they even have, like, on the grips here, extra clips in case you snapped one or something. So
nice.
They've got everything.
So what's a part kit run?
Part kit, like $30. And
Nice.
you can rebuild this gun time and time and time again with all the different O-rings they give you. Planet Eclipse did a really, really good job of bringing this to the technological advanced society per se. Hey, download our app. Click on your gun. Let's go back to the guns one more time. The 1.6, the Pro, the normal CS2, G04, 170, M170R, ETHA2, EMAC, EMF100, which is also known as the EMG. This thing's awesome. As a gun tech myself, if I had this years ago, it would have helped tremendously. Instead of trying to size up and troubleshoot it yourself, hey, hop on the app, figure out what frickin' O-rings you need, and you're on your way.
So is the parts kit, is that the same kit that they give you with the gun when it's new, or is this way more than what you get?
They do. No, this is what would come with the gun when you bought it brand new. But let's be honest, a lot of people either sell their guns, or the biggest thing, they lose these kits. It's in a little bag, they get thrown away, or they lost it at the field, or it's in the bottom of their gear bag, and the O-rings have old paint caked, and they get lost, ruined, whatever. But they're available for purchase for right around $30, I think $29.95. Like I said, I got a 170R spare parts bag, an ETHA2, a whole rebuild kit for the EMAC over here. And then don't forget, guys, always try to use, the Planet Eclipse grease, because they're going to tell you to use Planet Eclipse grease. So that's what you want. Download the app if you're an iPhone guy. It's really, really helpful. Trust me, I've used it a ton trying to diagnose. When you take these things apart, there are, as you can see, a lot of O-rings that go on the inside of one of these guns. And you can pop the bolts out. There's plenty of O-rings on the front bolt tip. There's inner O-rings on the can on the inside. And then obviously there's a lot of O-rings going on here. So I would highly recommend getting the app. It's free. Don't forget, lonepaintball.com, guys, if you do need to get more spare parts, O-rings, anything like that for your gun. And thanks for watching. And you got any questions?
I do, but I'm just hoping that other companies kind of start doing this too. This would be amazing if I had it for all the brands.
It helps tech guys troubleshoot tremendously. So,
kind of on topic, we had a question on the YouTubes from Mike Schaefer. He said, "What's the difference from the bolt on the CS2 and the GI Sports Stealth? I have the Stealth, and they look the same to me."
So, wow, okay, we're already here. So pretty much the firing chamber on the CS2 Pro Bolt has been upgraded. It allows a larger volume, so it operates at a lower pressure. These guns, these CS2s, operate at 105 PSI, allows you to get more shots out of your air tank. It's lighter and less harsh on brittle paint. The Stealth, which is pretty much a Planet Eclipse 160R, those have the Gamma Core, and those operate about 135 PSI with a smaller firing chamber. So a little bit higher operating pressure on the Stealth, lower operating pressure on the Planet Eclipse CS2. And they definitely redesigned. Pretty much why it looks similar is because what they did, they took the Gamma Core, which was in the Stealth, a great core, great efficiency, and definitely you revised it. So yeah, lower operating pressure. Yes, they look very similar, but if you tried to swap cores and cans, the other gun's gonna leak and not function properly. So,
well, how come GI Sports didn't get sued for ripping off Planet Eclipse's bolt style?
I'm sure they got it from Planet Eclipse, so they probably had a license deal or something figured out there. There's no doubt about that. So,
mind blown.
That's it.
There you go, guys. If you got any questions,
watching.
leave them in the comments below. Maybe we'll pick yours randomly. And of course, that's a cool app, and go get it.
Yeah, for sure.
See ya.